Hey guys, we're back. We're outside. It's a beautiful spring day. We're on a beautiful walk.
No telling what I'm gonna do. Baby, I'm about to show you what you've been missing in your life. When I get inside, blame it on the booze, got you feeling loose. Blame it on the alcohol.
What trail should we take?
It's a beautiful spring day. How are you guys doing? How's your spring? Happy bleeding to the mamas who are bleeding with me, to the women who are bleeding with me. Oh yeah, another robin? We are very much so into bird watching these days. Junior Ranger King and Ranger Mom, we have been on the lookout for birds. So far we have seen tons of sparrows, rock pigeons. What other birds have we seen, King? Sparrows, rock pigeons. Oh yeah. Yeah, they are gone. Mourning doves. What else? So do you see, I think it's definitely the city taking these trees apart, taking them down. There was mulberries over here, are all gone. They're all dried up. They did, but also someone took the tree down, remember? Let's go up this way, King, so that we can watch out from what they have going on over here. Is that a sparrow?
Something else that they want us to.
King, what type of bird is this?
Robin.
That's a robin?
A yellow belly robin. It's a male.
It's a male?
We finally built it.
Let's go check it out.
Yeah.
New infrastructures. Hi. It is? You guys just came from it? Oh my gosh. They just built this. Yeah, you did. We got to watch this park we built from the outside, y'all. We didn't realize they were gonna build this beautiful thing over here. Like what? So we settled in at the playground, one of the new ones. I wish I could show you guys what the whole thing looks like, but there's so many kids that I'm not able to. So maybe one quiet morning, I'll circle back to this. I'm sure there'll be more spring vlogs, but these are the things that excite us. I swear, as a stay-at-home mom, is finding new playgrounds in your area. And in the area that we live in, they're constantly revamping it. They're constantly building new things. And it's definitely like a newer area within like the last, I want to say, I think 10, maybe 15 years. So much has been changing. Very family friendly, which, as you can see, why they would create a whole nother playground. But we just signed King up for camp, for sailing camp, and I'm so excited, so excited. One of the reasons why we were able to actually sign him up for this particular camp was because of the flexibility. Like, they allow parents to stay with them or to go, and I really do like that because it's showing that you're not trying to do anything behind closed doors. So I can pull up if I want to or stay for a few hours, which I plan on doing for like the first week, and then kind of allowing him maybe like an hour as we get closer towards the end of the week by himself. I love that. Like, even as an 8-year-old, he has the words that he can use to tell me what's going on. He can talk very clearly to me. I don't have to worry about folks doing things to him that he won't be able to vocalize, and then we can process together, because that was my biggest reservation with not putting him in daycare or not putting him in school. Just keeping him close by, because I want him to learn what's appropriate, what's not, and that he has folks who care about him and who can meet all his needs, his basic needs, and then some, and learn how to tend to him in the ways that are healthy and necessary. So we're really excited. We're really looking forward to that. It's going to be a big milestone for all of us, and I'm excited to share here with y'all. Have y'all signed your kids up for daycare, for school? I have so much respect for folks who are able to sign their children up. And I know that a lot of times it's not by choice, it's by situation, right? Because there are times where we need to rely on these systems, and that's why they're put in place, so that we can utilize them. But when you don't want to utilize them and you don't have any other options, my heart feels for the folks who don't have the options to seek external resources, or even to be home with their children by themselves, you know what I mean? Or even to be home with their children, like taking care of their child alone. So I have so much respect for folks who are able to go through the phase, whether you're enrolling your child by choice or enrolling them because you don't have the choice, being able to sit and do that inner work and like really tend to yourself and tend to your own garden, and making sure that you're okay, your child is okay, and teaching them the proper things that help both of you feel comfortable while he's in the care of other people. I have so much respect for people who are able to do that, especially right after you have your babies, because they're so fresh. Like, they're so fresh, you're so fresh, your hormones, there's so many things that just like make the process so much more tender. And I'm so grateful that I've been able to take my time and really instill things into King so that he can be able to hold his own out in the world. Because, right, that's really what being a parent is, giving your child the tools necessary so that they can be able to thrive in the world, right? And teaching them as they go and learning alongside them. Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. Okay, where you going? This is what King is reading these days. He's very much into folk tales and labels and legends, and we love telling stories. Hop on one foot. You gotta hop on one foot. Yep, there you go. King made himself a hopscotch. So cute. Hey. Y'all, one of my favorite things to do at the playground, as someone who is a fan of children, and I love to figure out creative ways to help children be their best versions of themselves, and also help support parents be the best versions of themselves too, or care providers. One of my most favorite ways to help people realize that their child needs attention is by talking to them really, really loud and asking them lots of questions. Like, for instance, there was this kid at the playground and he was underneath the rock climbing area, and it was this material that it was like that flexible material, and he was underneath pushing it up with his feet while people were like, I was probably like, who is this lady talking to? While people were climbing up and down. So King went to go have his turn and climb up, and while he was climbing up, I heard the kids chatting underneath, and one of them mentioned King was on the other side of the climbing thing, so the other kid went over and put his feet up while King was climbing on the other side. So I was already over there, and I started asking the kid while he was underneath the thing, hey buddy, really, really loud, this does not look like something that's safe right now. Other people are climbing up. Is your parent around here to support you with this decision? And he, of course, was talking to me, and he was saying his parents weren't here and they weren't around. And there was another kid that was with him, and the other kid was like, it's not his parent. So I was like, who's here to support you, buddy? Is there an adult that can help support you? And the whole time, the provider was sitting right there on the bench. So he heard him say that, and then I don't know if he was listening the whole time or if he just heard him when he said that part, but he was like, he called his name, and then their little boy, just he stayed where he was, and he was like calling him over, telling him to make his way to him. So the little boy finally goes over and then comes out from underneath, and he's talking to him and figuring it out. I'm hoping that he was just so deeply immersed in his books that he wasn't paying any mind to him, and he didn't hear the conversation, and that's exactly what, when he decided to kind of come back to. Obviously, I'm not hoping that he was neglecting the child, but I'm hoping that he didn't just hear me talking that whole time and decided not to say anything until that point. So I want everybody to be watching their kid. It's one of the ways that I always bring back attention, like, hey, zooming in so that people know this kid needs support. Please watch your children at the playground. Watch your children in general, but especially at the playground when they're playing with other kids. It's always mind-boggling how your kids can be when they are not around you, when they're not in your company, when they're around other children. Sometimes the intentions or even just like the actions can be very blurred and need some support. So they were up to some mischievous things underneath there.
I only took what I needed. I got what I
Aw, thank you, buddy.
needed. Chewy boba and some jelly.
Okay.
You learned the fire.
You did. Cheers.
Blah, blah, blah.